Another day, another leak by the Google Pixel Fold. At this point, leaks for the Google Pixel Fold is almost comical because no one knows really what's going on or what's going to happen or when it's going to be released. I made a video a little while ago talking about how the speculation release was going to be in, I believe, May. And now they're talking about it might come out in June. Right now, June's like the latest pushback. But again, like I said a million times, this is kind of how it's been with the Pixel Fold series, is that because it's not technically out yet and it hasn't came out yet, we don't know when it's going to come out. Well, the initial reports of the Google Pixel Fold was it's going to be the same price as the Galaxy Z Fold 4. And that's a problem, right? Because the Z Fold 4 has had 4 years of iterations to make it $1,800. The same thing with the Z Fold 5. It now has, 5 iterations to make it a $1,800 phone. Well, the Google Pixel lineup looks like it might be a little bit more affordable. According to the most recent leak, this phone will most likely come out at a price tag of $1,300 to $1,500, which actually puts it right in line with the other smartphones on the market when it comes to, obviously the Galaxy Z Fold 5 is going to be that top dog it's $1,800 price tag. But then you have the Surface Duo 3 that will most likely be in the price tag range of $1,600. You have the Oppo Find N2 that's $1,300. And then a lot of other different phones from China that are around $1,000 to $1,200. So it puts it right in that sweet spot where it's like, hey, listen, if you want to pick up this new Google Pixel Fold, you could get it for around $1,300, which is actually not bad for how much, these other cell phones are going for. So this should hopefully give it a little bit of oomph to kind of get it out there. Again, I've said this many times that, the reason why the Google Pixel Fold might be successful is because of the Tensor G2 chip. That really is what they're banking on. People actually going after. I mean, like, oh my god, this phone's a lot better than Samsung because it doesn't have a Snapdragon in it. It has a Tensor G2 chip, which we have seen previously definitely has some kick to it. It definitely has some power to it. So we'll see how much it actually helps the Google Pixel Fold. If you guys are new, pretty much all the recent rumors is that it's going to have it's going to be heavier than other Pixel Fold, other affordable devices because of the fact it has a bigger battery in there. It's going to have everything that the Z Fold 4 has, plus, of course, the Tensor G2 chip. And if it's cheaper, that's absolutely even more amazing. The display is actually being created by Samsung. They're using Samsung as a supplier for the display. So this phone, on paper, should be an absolute masterpiece. Google, it has had plenty of time to work on this and perfect this design of this phone and make sure this design of this phone is perfect. So there should be no reasons, by any stretch of the imagination, this phone is not ready to go when it launches, and it's not going to fall in the same fate that, Surface Duo has fell into, where it's like, oh, this is a cool idea, cool concept, but dang, man, if only they would have actually took the time to make sure the software worked. Google have no excuses. They have pushed this phone a year and a half now, delayed a year and a half. There's no excuse why this should not be perfect. It could possibly come out, by the way, with the Tensor G3 chip. It could come out with their brand new chip that's coming out this August. So that's another thing that people are speculating that it could come out with that chip. There's a lot of information that isn't solidified. But listen, if it comes out at $1,300, which is what right now is speculated as, we can count that as a W and move on with our lives as Google finally took a dub, and there's someone who to compete with Samsung in this market. But at this moment in time, we're all just sitting here and doing what we've been doing for the longest time with this whole phone. Waiting for hopefully some actual concrete evidence. See you guys next one.